Okay, hey guys, welcome to this week's midlife crisis. Yeah, bit unusual this week because I've got no intro music. My laptop finally bit the dust just shortly after last Friday's stream, and I've been busy setting up a new one while my one's out for repair. So with a bit of luck, I'll get that back and we'll have usual sort of shenanigans going on next week. But I just want to start off by saying a huge thanks to everyone who's been supporting the channel. We're really, starting to grow now. This is now episode 7, I think it is, over some stream that I've done. As part of this weekly series of Painting Combat Patrol, and had a great response. I asked on Twitter what to do next, so we finished our Primaris Marines last week, and I thought we would take a look at either the Invictor Tactical Warsuit or the Hounds of Morkai Reavers, and it was a really close run thing. But the final vote came in absolutely neck and neck between the Warsuit and the Reavers. So asked my daughter what I ought to do. I thought give her the deciding vote, and she said to do the Stompy one. So Invictor Warsuit, here we go. Now I've got the frames out. Three frames to make this up. What I'm going to attempt to do is get the majority of the sub-assembly builds done tonight. I want all the subframes done, and I'm also going to magnetize. So I'm going to be using some of these. I've got 2 and 3 mil rare earth magnets, so I'm hoping that they're going to be powerful enough to hold some of these weapons on. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I'll no doubt at some point not only magnetize myself, but not only super glue myself, but magnetize myself at the same time. But as always, guys, before we kick into anything, we need to put on some tunes before we snip these sprues. And oh, let's get something a little bit more chilled out. I will get there. Oh, I'm quiet, am I? Okay, I'll turn my mic up a little bit. Okay, how's that now? Is my voice better now? And I've turned the desktop audio up a little bit as well, so hopefully that music's coming through nicely. I can tweak a little bit more volume on it. There we go. Cool. Right. So, save me making a right mess of things, I'm going to build as we go. I've got my build guide here. So is that better? Bit more. There we go. It's not going down any more quieter than that. You know, you're my son, not my dad. I should be the one telling you to be quiet. Cool. Right. There's loads, actually, one of the things I've noticed in this is there's loads of these do not glue sections. So I'm hoping that there's going to be a fair whack of mobility in this, even if there's, even if it's magnetized, there ought to still be more moving parts. Hey, Soviet Grommet, how you doing, bud? Yeah, I'm doing good, man. I'm doing really good. Looking forward to hopefully some semblance of normal life returning soon. I didn't. Did you see the message that the government were putting out was it the beginning of this week or is it next week? I can't remember now. But I'm hoping that it's going to say that we can start actually having lives again, which would be really good. So yeah, I think you were working on some grots uh, last time we spoke. Have you been doing any? Have you got any other models on the go at the moment? Nice. Hey, if you've got Twitter, you can. I'd love to see a picture of them, so you could send me a Twitter pic of them if that's doable. Right. Hang on. Yeah, I'm just going to try and clean these a little bit as we go. Try and I want sort of the post cleanup to be as minimal as possible. I just can't get this one out though. Okay. Yeah, because there's going to be a bit of scraping to do on this one once I've got it assembled, but we'll tackle that when we get to it. So now it's got some little pinholes on this. It reminds me of an old Airfix kit. Oh, cheers, man. I had a lot of fun painting the Canoptic, and yeah, it was actually your prompting that got me into doing it. It really was great fun. I've actually filmed it all on the hope of getting another tube video up on it, but yeah, as my laptop's currently off to repairing, it's sat on my hard disk. I'm just fingers crossed for Lenovo will not wipe my disk and I'll lose everything. But yeah, I'm having a bit of fun at the moment. I'm going through the old Blade Guard Ancients. I've got the Blade Guard Ancient and the three Blade Guard Veterans, which are really funky models. But I've just modded them a little bit and I put wolf skulls on them, so it's kind of nice to sort of keep that Space Wolf theme running. Right, first bit done, and I've not glued myself to the model, so that's always a win. There we go. So what do we want? E45. Yep. Let's see. I'm cutting these just a little bit, leaving a little bit of the sprue on because I want to make sure I get this sort of tidied up to get a really good fit. And I noticed on a few of my recent builds, I've taken off a touch of the actual detailing where I've snipped too close in my enthusiasm to get them off the sprue. So it's about the only time I'm ever allowed to play with sharp knives. We can see how long it'll be till I actually cut myself, and we stop the stream with me on a trip to A&E. Okay, so about 45 and 48. I know that was 44. Wow, the tunage is definitely leaning towards the old black metal tonight. Had a bit of fun earlier in the week with this. I'm using Twitch's own little music player to do this, and it's quite a nice little. It's got some really nice stuff on it, and allegedly, what we do is if you watch this on playback, it'll be sort of silent movie time. So it'll take out all of the streamed music and just leave my my voice. So that means we can have some decent tunes. Okay. It's going to be one of those bits where it's really important that I don't completely naff it and get glue all over the shop. So, guessing something a bit like this. Get that in there, that in there, and let's just keep turning that till it dries. Oh, I can feel that getting sticky actually. We don't want that. Nope. Okay. Something like that. So I guess this is our legs. Yeah. Okay. At least that bit's still moving. got a new webcam as well this week, which I've done a few sort of little tests on the stream over the week, and I think this cam is a lot of my problems with all the lag that I was getting before. Looks like it was more to do with my shonky old webcam. So yeah, really hoping that this is coming across okay and not lagging or freezing like it used to be doing on the old camera. Of course, yeah, as I've already said, my laptop's off at repair at the moment because that also bit the dust quite epically. So let's see now if I put that like that. Right, this is just going to go everywhere, so okay. Now what I'm going to do is see if that will be enough to hold it. Come on. Oh, it's going to be one of those nights. Come on. You can do it, Ozzy. There we go. Right, let's make sure we get this the right way up now before I... Oh, there we go. Okay, so that should give me some good movement on that side. Right. Let's get these out of my way because I'm going to super glue myself to something at this rate. So 43, 42. There we go. So yeah, gluing bits of plastic together isn't the most interesting of of viewing, but we will get to the good stuff soon. I promise you that. Right. No, that's upside down. Yeah, come back. That goes that way up. I know that was the right way. Aha. So like that, is it? Yep. Yeah, I've resisted the urge to pre-spray this. What I'm planning to do is to get all the mechanical sections built and try to, if I can, not put all the armour pieces on it. And that way I can spray the whole lot, give it an undercoating lead belcher and get a bit of a head start for that old, getting that construction right. So it'll be, yeah, it's all good fun. Okay. And front there goes onto those skis. Does that fit absolutely flush? Yeah. So again, the quality of these new builds, like when I compare it back to some of the old plastic that I used to put together back in the day, this is such good quality now. Stuff just flies together. Okay. Yep, we have movable or slightly movable legs. Nice. Okay. In fact, I was trying to work out what, because this was really reminding me of something, and it took me ages to work it out. Now, don't know if you've seen the original RoboCop movie, but the ED209, which was the alternative to RoboCop, the fully automated one, no human bits. Yeah, it really reminds me of that for some reason. So I think as a working name, we'll call this fella Ed for now. I've got quite a few mould lines on here now. I'm hoping that a lot of this gets covered with the armour, but I'm just going to take a moment now just to clean those up just a little bit while I've got easy access. And I've seen this little trick where you got this brush on Tamiya cement, but just takes away some of these scrapings, and I'd really like to get some of that. But last time I looked, I didn't seem to have it on Amazon, and it was it sold out. So if you, yeah, and all the hobby shops are shut, so I can't even go and do what I normally do and go down to my local toy master to get some. Never mind. Okay, and we want 52, 53. I'm getting good with my numbers now. That's 53. Oh, that's 52. Brilliant. It's nice for the majority of these parts are all sort of sitting on the same sprue. So this, all of these sort of leg parts seem to be pretty well on here. So with a bit of luck, I'm not going to be having to go diving across sprues too much. Okay, so once again, I'm just going to make sure certainly those little offcuts are totally smooth now. Slowly getting there. God. Surma, that film was. So that music was. I suspect Finnish from the sound of it, or Swedish still. I'm trying to avoid any any explicit language on these tracks, but I don't actually have control over what's coming through, and I haven't yet found a way of making sure that I only get PG 13 rated language. So I apologise in advance if one slips through. Most of them say explicit anyway as they come up if they've got lots of naughty words in it. As I've said before, I'm not a prude about that with naughty words, but I want to try and keep my channel as family friendly as I can, really, because I'm sat here playing with this stuff. But I think I was about 10 when I first got into Warhammer. In fact, I was even younger than that. Right, how's this work then? Oh, I see. So that goes in like that. That's nice, huge amounts of detail, and then you hide it all behind. Right. Yeah, there we go. Nice. Okay. I'm not going to magnetize every joint. Just the interchangeable weapons is my aim for this. Stop it, you! Come here. Yeah, I just realised I've done this the wrong way around. Muppet. There. Nice. ED209, put down your gun. You have 30 seconds to comply. That is a nice bit of leggage going on there. Got it. There we go. Right. Before I do that side, let's get the other one done. Cool. I've got all the bits off. Typical, I'm so looking for which bit I missed and I haven't. So, been reading a lot of sort of mixed feelings about this little baby carrier. About how it stacks up, and with this, does it actually mean that dreadnoughts are a thing of the past? But do you know what? I don't think these are anywhere near as cool, or even carry the weaponry that a dreadnought can. And it's all right having a fully functioning marine that can hop out of it and take up his sidearm if the machine itself's disabled. But I think that the sheer ferocity that comes from the venerable dreadnought, or the other one that I really like is the Redemptor. which is a similar sort of size and build to this. But I just think, looking at its sort of stats to use it on the field, I just think it's a much cooler model. But this is quite a versatile unit, so it was definitely something that I wanted to have a play with, both to build and to actually field as part of my my Space Wolves force. Okay. Again, a lot of this is going to be sort of covered by the main sort of armor panels, so I'm not overly worried about getting all the mold lines and stuff off, but I do just want these little sprue houses to be properly cleaned off. There we go. Cool. So let's just load this out again. This time starting with the right side. See, that'll actually only go in one way round, so that's good to know. Cool. Okay, so we've got our knees, and oh no, it's the way up, isn't it? There we go. Okay. I've only got one side of this moving now, so I'll just make sure I don't glue his legs on backwards, because that would be an absolute disaster. Yeah, that side's moving quite freely, this side isn't. So yeah, once this goes on, it's not going to move again. So that's all right. It will be if I put this in the right way around. There we go. So yeah, something like that, I think. So where does it want me to glue it? Just on that little nub there. So it's going in. follow what it says on the box here and stick a bit of glue onto there as well. Let's see if that holds it a bit better. There we go. Yeah. Oh no! Ah, come back! Oh, that's where it all goes wrong. Hang on. Come on, you can do this. I don't know what's the age range on this, but right, what I've got to do is while that's drying there, see if I can prop that up and start prepping the next bit, which looks like it's the feet. So 60. And 65. What I'm going to do with this is I'm not going to stick his toes on until I'm absolutely sure how it's going to sit on the base. There we go. That's starting to hold quite nicely now. Just do the same on here. A bit more of a forward pose on this side. Could have probably done with some clamps for this actually, but never mind. Right. I'd love to know how come that one went in so easily. Right, that's going to be our varied leg. That'll be our flat one. So okay, well that's not supposed to happen. Let's try that again. That's looking a bit better now. Let's get his other foot on. Okay. Right, let's pop that over there to dry for a bit now. Okay. So yeah, so we're getting to the first part of our magnetisation. So we can see here an E57 goes in on the hip at the side here. Now, there's a nice sort of bolt gun which he carries, but he could also strap to his side. So what I'm going to do is put a couple of 3mm magnets on that little side hatch, which is 57, and also on the inside of the bolter, and we'll see whether that's sort of thin enough to actually hold. So I'm just going to find that bolter. Here we go. And I'll do a proper tidy up on this in a bit, but for now I just want to see roughly how that will attach to about there, looking at the box art. So in fact, this looks like it should be fairly straightforward. I may not even need to drill, which would be awesome. There's really not much plastic to actually drill into anyway, so take one of my, in fact, I'll take one of my gunked up 3mm. And I think I'm literally just going to mount that in there with just a dab of super glue. Now, doing this before I actually put it onto the model itself means I can just test out whether one magnet's going to be strong enough or whether I'm going to need to put a couple on. Even a slight argument that says that I should be using a larger magnet, but these 3mm are the biggest ones I've got, so that's what we'll go for tonight. Got this Gorilla Glue super glue gel is absolutely brilliant for this, because you can actually stand it as a little pool and then just drop the magnet into it. And what's really important is to make sure you get your magnets, the polarities right. Get this bit wrong, and rather than sticking to your miniature, it's going to be flying off. So I need to invert that and the way I'm going to do that is just put on just a little bit of paint. Yeah, if that goes in like that. Just put a little, just a bit of mess, so I know that I've got my polarities right when I let's get that stuck in. Right. And yeah. I just move that. Oh, and this is where it's good to have that little dollop of paint on it, because as you move this around, you'll invariably flip it at some point. Right, let's see if that's in the right place. Oh, look at that. Seems to be holding pretty well there, actually. Now, that's what I want to do. That might be a better place for the magnet. As you can see, these are very strong little beggars. So, okay, I am going to put it that little bit further down. So what I'm going to do this time is actually get my magnet in place here. Find my super glue, whatever I've done with it. Just pop that there, and that might... Actually, I think I'm going to add a second magnet onto that while I'm at it. Literally just drop that on. Make sure I don't glue my hands together while I'm at it. Okay, so I'll just glue this bolter. Okay, so it's now stuck quite nicely, and if everything aligns on us, yeah. Just put one into there. I just don't want to hit the glue on this until I'm absolutely sure I've got this right, because it's a bit of a point of no return, this. Come on, get in. There we go. Moment of truth. Will it hold? Well, it pulls it off, that's for sure. I can't get it to stick in. Actually doesn't look like there's enough force for this to lift it. No, I was afraid of that. What happens if we stick another magnet on here? Okay, can we get a third one? Because my assumption here is that the more magnets you put on, the more powerful they become. That's better. There we go. That's pretty solid join now. Now, of course, what I need to do is check that this is going to fit inside here still with all these. And that looks like a yes to me. So we take that off. Again, I'm just going to put a bit of super glue over these magnets to keep them in place. And then, this is actually beveled inside. So what I'm going to do is just run that round there. There we go. So leg on, and with a bit of luck, our bolt is now going to hang on the side there. Fantastic. Wouldn't have minded that bit a bit stronger, but hey, it's good enough. Okay. Just notice this come open a bit. I'll saw that later. Okay. I'm going to leave, as I said, I'm going to leave these armour plates off it for the moment, and I'll spray those up separately. We want the other leg hole. There's his other leg hole. Desperately trying not to get this glue absolutely everywhere as I'm doing this. So, cool. There we go. It's all gone a bit quiet on the chat at the moment, guys. How? I don't know if anyone's still out there or if I'm just been jabbering to myself for the last 2 hours. But yeah, let us know. Let us know how you're getting on. We've got roll cages. 63. 63. can work out whether these are steps on here or little roll cages, but anyway. That was exactly what I was trying to avoid doing. I've just shaved that. Taking a lump out of that. Oh well. And was that actually 63? No, it wasn't. That was 50. So what was I doing with... No, 50. There's 63. What have I just taken off there then? 62, maybe? Well, wrong bit of roll cage. Never mind. So 55 is here. God, these are fiddly things. Right. Bit on there. Bit on there. Hope we don't melt it through. Okay. So it goes on there. Sorry guys, I'm just not quite dexterous enough to do this without taking the model a bit closer. There we go. Okay. Right, learnt my lesson on that one. So just clean this bit up first. Just see a touch of mould line on this as well, so I just want to get that nicely scraped down. Okay. So I'm still here, guys. I'm just dropping out of shot so I can get my my fat fingers in to do this side properly. Getting there. Okay, that side done. That side done. Up. Yeah, I'm starting to like how this is shaping up now. This is, yeah, this is going to be nice when it's done. Ah, so it was 62. So it was his side handle that I cut off. There we go. Yeah, that makes sense now. Okay. I need something a little bit more chill than that. Okay. Just trying to work out where this bit goes now, is it? Like that? Yeah, that looks about right. Okay, so I'm going to glue on this part first. There we go. And if I need to add any more magnets to the bolter here, I can always put one in the top. Huh. Right, that is looking pretty good on there now. Awesome. Oh, chuffed with that. I've actually built something that works. Okay, let's go for the, well, that's all drying and by the look of it falling over. Let's pop that back down. Let's have a look at the actual baby carrier itself. We're starting on from number 2. Okay. Got the roll cage. I think we've got the baby carrier. There we go. So we want 2, 3, 4, and 5. 2. Just wondering, is there ever a piece number 1 on these things? I don't know. It always amazes me that you get pretty much to the end of the build before you do what is the first piece. I'd love to know who at GW does the does the numbering on these things. But they somebody should have a word with them and make my life a heck of a lot easier if I did that. In fact, that should be our campaign for 2022. Get parts numbered in the order you need to snip them rather than just in some crazy way that only makes sense to the person who designed the sprue. Yeah. Okay. Just want to try and clean up some of these. Again, a lot of this will be sort of covered over with armor panels and such, but I just want to, especially if you can get these really smooth now, just makes it so much easier to avoid getting gaps when you come to putting the rest of the bits on it. I made that mistake with my Stormfang and really didn't spend as much time tidying up as I should have done before I assembled it, and yeah, got through a lot of green stuff to try to fill in all the holes. I think it looks all right now it's painted, but Yeah, there's just a few areas on there that I'm always going to look at and just think, oh, I could have done that better. I don't mind making mistakes like that on a intercessor or such like, but not on a 50 quid model. No thanks. Right. Right, getting close. Didn't cut myself, honest. Cool. Right. I'm just going to dry fit these bits for now, as I did with the other bit. Actually goes together quite well, and we want the. I like the fact that this little footrest thing swings. Now I hope I can get this into place without splatting glue across everything and completely trashing it, because it'd be nice to have the cage so that it'll open and close. I mean, the main accessor will be glued in there anyway, so it's not like it's going anywhere. But still, it's just the yeah, just nice when you can do that. So yeah, gone really quiet on the chat actually, guys. So I don't know who's about, or if you want to say hi, introduce yourself. Do it's nice to get some interaction. I do like this to be an interactive channel as much as possible. No takers? Nah, worries. Okay. I like that. Attention to detail on here with these little activation pedals down here, just at slightly different angles. It's quite nice. That's the definitely good thing that GW doing. Aha. Okay, so that roll bar there, and this is the bit that it's really important that I get this completely flat. There we go. So really hope I haven't just totally gunked all this up. No, bit too much glue on there. Right, where's my kitchen roll gone? Paint towel, that'll do. So yeah, so if you get spillouts on the glue, you've got quite a short period of time to get it off before it starts doing sort of permanent damage to the plastic. But if you literally just use a towel, paper towel, or like I've got there, an old flannel which I use for cleaning paintbrushes out, you can get that off and give it a few minutes to dry, and then you can just smooth that out. Once you painted it, it'll be like it never happened. Okay. So this goes where? Yep, like that. Cool. Okay. I'm liking the way this model clips together, and I don't need to totally smear it in glue to get it to hold together. It's yeah, it's quite an improvement on models of yesteryear. That way around. There we go. Okay. I'm going to try and do, I want to clip this in while still leaving it open enough at the front here to get this bit in. Got it. Whoa. No. Don't do that. Disaster strikes. I thought I'd done it then. I thought just for once, Vic, you got this right. No. Blown it. Please don't dry yet. Please don't dry yet. Yes. Yes, we're in. We're in. Grommet, we've got it. There we go. That is. Hey. Phew. Right. So what we got next is seat. Ooh, this is going to be fun. What do you reckon our Marine, as a space wolf, would be doing on his chair here? Do you think that that's going to be sort of hard, just steel plate that he's going to sit on? I know he's got his power armor on, but still, you'd want a little bit of comfort, wouldn't you? I reckon that's good quality Fenrisian leather there from one of them strange creatures that live under the ice. That's what I'm going with. This really is starting to remind me of an old Airfix model now with these. There we go. Hey, there you go, Mr. Wolf. You can now sit in your baby carrier. I need to get a life, I really do. Got next. That's for back. Sorry, excuse me. Finally, number one. Yay! Piece numero uno. There we go. And again, there's a little bit of trim here that I just need to clean up to get a smooth finish. Hey. Okay, so where does this bit go then? Is that it? Yes, there we go. Awesome stars. So guys, I just keep dry fitting this so I know exactly where to get the glue on it, and let's also make sure it is going 100% in. That looks about right. Okay. I like these little panels under here. I'm going to have some good fun because I think that it's a quick paint job to get the majority of it on, and then there's just loads of these like little areas where I just think you can have a lot of fun with the detailing on there. So yeah, already thinking about how this is gonna look as we carry on. So it's interesting. So we've got these little pipes, little Hoover pipes. So 27, let's get the right ones, 25 and 27. That's 25, that's 27. Is that right? 25, 27, 25, 27. It really does look like this is only going to go sort of one way round. Aha, I see. Oh, come on, Vic. I can dry fit it first time. As soon as I do it like this, then I completely naff the whole thing up. So this will go in this side. Well, I was going to give that a moment to dry before I fit it. Okay, let's get the other one done. Wow, hour and a half into this build already. I am so slow at this. I'd like to make some reference about you can't rush perfection, but in my case I could go at quarter of this speed and still be nowhere near what I want to achieve in 2 hours of miniing. There we go. So this is a very strange looking fit now because it goes in something. Which way around does it go in? So this way round, and oh, I see. Yes, that is very bizarre, but as I say, I'm sure it will be all right on the night. And same on this side. There we go. I do like pipes on my Mac. Right, what we got next? Let's got this this lovely little engine bit at the back. Absolutely love these little exhaust ports that it's got. I'm actually really looking forward to trying to do some burnt bronze look. Something I wanted to try out, and I almost did it with my Outriders, but never quite settled on a way to do it. But I think I know what I'm going to do this time around. So I've actually put that in the wrong place there. Yes. And in fact, what I'm probably going to do is use one of my smaller drills and actually properly drill these out. I don't know if you can see that there, but there's lots of detail there, and I think it'd be quite fun to drill that out a bit more. Okay. Cool, we'll get them there. Nice. So what I'm just going to do before that sets, I'm just going to add a bit of glue just in these ports, because I want those wires to sit in there, that cabling to sit in there really really well. It's gluing so fast now, but I want that absolutely locked solid. So I can just see a slight gap on this one here, so I'm just going to just dribble a little bit in there, get the old tweezers out, and something similar on that side as well. Doesn't matter if it looks a bit shiny or a bit gloopy now, I can clean that up with a small file or the knife, and when I actually come to spray it up, then it'll look fine once it's all painted. There we go, we've still got our little footrest there, opening and closing, so I've managed to avoid gluing that shut. E7, so we've got our top bit now, here we go. That fits in, how does that fit in then? should I put this in first? Come on. It's in this way. Oh, damn. Right, can I just... What can I move? Right, let's move that seat forward. Oh, GW, not cool. Not cool at all there. So, if you're building this at home, make sure you get this top bit in first before you fully glue on the back. Because that really... doesn't fit well at all. Okay. Well, that's the first gotcha. Been fairly smooth up to here. Let's see what I can do. What I don't want to do is start sort of shaving off huge pieces of this, because then I'll never get it to sit right. Okay, let's see. Hopefully I've done enough there now. Let's see how this goes. Because I'm really hoping I have actually got the right part. Yes. That is a whole level of bizarre. Oh, hang on. What's that actually fits on top of the seat? What? Oh, have I not put the seat in properly? Is that what I've done? Oh, what a muppet. Yes. I see. Ah. Right, so I've got that seat in badly. There we go. That will now hold in place. That's better. Well, guys, I'll make these mistakes. You don't have to. Be really careful to get that seat in absolutely as it's meant to be. Otherwise, it will not, absolutely will not go together properly. Right. That's better. There's loads of gaps there. I don't like those gaps. Nope, that's gaps for the armor panels. Okay, that's fine then. E9, E10. There we go. E9 first. Little Vox grills. Okay, love these things, but I am so going to end up gluing myself to the model at this stage. That's where my tweezers come in. Oh, yeah, there we go. That looks quite cool, actually. Yeah, quite like that. Box and a auspex sensor or targeting sensor, but I will try and make a bit of a feature of that when I come to do the paint job. There we go. Not a Vox on the other side. Just a set of operating lights. There we go. Yeah, that's what we're after, isn't it? Sweet. That looks so cool. And of course that, a little baby carrier, is going to set on top of ED209 there. I think it was ED209, not ED109. Yeah, let's put down your weapon. You have 30 seconds to comply. Cool, loving this. Loving it. Okay, next up we have the stubbers. I think the stubbers are on this side. Number 4. Doesn't tell me what it is. So for now they will be called stubbers till I can think of a better name. So 34, 35, 36. Nope. Nope. Aha. So on 31, 32, 33. Yay. 31, I can see these are going to need barrels drilling out. I'm not going to do that now. I'll do that once everything's sort of solidified. Mainly because when I actually come to drill those things out, I know that I'm going to ram that drill straight into my finger and make an absolute hash of it. So I'll try not to embarrass myself for a change. And why is that red? That's interesting. Does that mean don't glue? Okay, let's put the gun together first. So 31, 32, 33. Right, now we're sprue hunting. Okay. Ah, found you, little monkey. No, right, okay, so that's the first one that I've managed to launch onto the floor tonight. Okay, let me try and work out where that went. Right, back. Sorry about that, guys. Best laid plans. There we go. Got dog hairs now all into it. Now I'm just going to have a quick look at this because I think that red thing means don't glue. If it does, I need to put the armor panel on, and as I said earlier, I didn't actually. Yeah, I can put that armor panel on. Okay. No explanation what that red bit means, but I'm going to assume it means don't glue because I want these to have just a little bit of movement. Sit in there like that. Aha, yes, there's a peg there, so it shouldn't be glued. Brilliant. All right. Okay, now I'm going to make sure I let that dry properly now. See there before I attach that, because I suspect once it's on, it ain't coming off again. So let's get the other one out now without dropping it this time. Should really help. It's better. My drink. It's next to you. Okay. Cute. yeah, make sure I stay plenty hydrated. Which is always one of my big mistakes when I'm doing this. I forget to drink enough, get dehydrated, and that's when concentration and all the rest of it just goes completely out of the window, and time to trash the model. Talk about keeping my concentration. I just realised I managed to not accidentally mute myself and leave all sound off, so never mind. Getting a bit better at this now, I think. Okay, has this finished drying yet? Looks like it. Now, I'm going to do, just give it a little bit longer, and while I do, I will get these air side bits off. Fourteen, 15, 14, 15. There we go. Okay, so this track is called When Plagues Collide, which I think is quite apt given the current situation. Obviously, devotees to Papa Nurgle, this band. So it's going to go somewhere like that. Aha! Clips in there. Has that fully dried yet? So there we go. So what I'm going to do for gluing this is just keep the glue sort of higher up. Because I really do want to make sure that I leave these guns to be movable. It should clip in. And it's not. Why not? Aha, there we go. If all else fails, bit of brute force. And hopefully, yeah, look at that. Nice work, GW. Held in place. Beautiful stuff. Right. A couple of gaps under here, so I'm just going to pop in a bit of glue and just pinch right in a bit. Definitely worth dry fitting all these parts first. That really is my big takeaway tonight. Right, let's take this bit off. Still moves. Okay. So once again, bit of glue up at the top bit here. Not going to go down too far. Across there. I'm just going to put on this little plate here and there. And yes. Hit the lines. Alignment, chaotic neutral. Perfect. And that looks like the majority of our cockpit is about there now. So yeah, armour plates, as I said, I'm not going to stick those on yet because I want to spray those up. I won't stick our marine in. Now, what I did promise tonight was it was going to be all about the magnetisation, and we've only magnetised one bit. So I'm going to start with the with these arms, and I'll magnetise both the heavy guns on the on this side and his fingers for the magnetise the bolter so it goes on the side, but we'll also magnetise the grip so we can change this round. Okay. Before I do, I'm just going to do the weapon. I've been so looking forward to this bit. And so the only piece here where you've only got one, and they call it out here, very cheekily, so to try and stop you doing this, but these little pegs, if we cut those out of P74, now, no, I bet it's going to be on this sprue with all the weapons. Yell if you can see a cog, because I can't see one. Of course, it's going to call me a liar, and it's going to be on this one now, isn't it? Yes, it is. There we go. Right. So what I'm going to do is actually drill out. First of all, I'm going to snip off this little disc part here, and I need to get this absolutely flush because there is no play at all, as I've seen on this model so far. If it's not 100% flush, you're going to run into problems. So keep that in mind. Really important to get this dead on. Now this really helps us because we've already got the hole in there. So all I'm going to do is use a 3mm drill and drill that out and pop in some of our magnets. Okay, so use a little call them pin vise, which I think is a bit misleading because it's not a vise, it's not pins, and I've just catapulted my piece off the desk. Okay, that was not clever. And that might very well bring us to the end to this this stream, because that is going to take me forever to find it now. So yeah, we're at the 2 hour mark anyway, so I'm going to finish up this build, ready to start painting next week. But thank you very much for joining me tonight, and yeah, look forward to seeing you all on the next episode of Midlife Crisis.